And good morning. How we doing, sixth grade?
Good morning. Good
Good
morning.
morning,
Good
bye.
morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Say good morning, Lacey. Everyone say hi to Lacey. Say hi.
Hello.
Hello, Lacey.
Hi, Lacey.
Say hi.
Hi. Hello.
Cute.
We're gonna now put it on mute. So give me a sec. Okay. So good morning to the following students that decided to come to class today. Adrian, Aiden B, Allison P, Angelina A, Blessing, Demi, Daniela, Ilani, Esther, Jazzy Q, Kiana, Kayasia, Kamora, Kira, Kristen, Elise, Melanie, and Nikel. Good morning to you all. I'm very happy you all attended. More people will be coming shortly in a few moments. All right, let's go over what we're going to be reviewing today. Today, we're going to do another review on box and whisker plots from yesterday. So yesterday, we spoke about box and whisker plots. Today, this is the packet. It is Thursday, April 30th of 2020. We are going to review again how to create box and whisker plots. Okay, just a reminder that every Friday you must submit your work through Genius Scan. There is no more dropping it off at school. Everything now is done electronically through the computer. So you must download Genius Scan. You take pictures of all the work in order, and you send me an email on Fridays every week of your work. Same thing for ELA. Okay, I'm giving you that message from Miss Wong as well. All right, so we're going to actually start. We are now going to turn to page 3. Okay, this is what it should look like. Page 3 is going to look like this. Okay, so here's what's going to happen today. You'll be giving data. I'll give you minimum, maximum, Q1, Q2, Q3. You'll create the box and whisker plot. In some of the questions, you will actually have a number line already provided, and you'll have to interpret. That means read it to figure out what they're asking. And in other ones, you're going to have to create your whole entire box and whisker plot on your own. So I'm going to walk you through step by step. There's only about 6 problems, so it should be a very short, quick class. Again, at any point throughout the class, if you're unsure on what something is, you're going to simply use the chat box to type in there what question you have or where you're lost or what you don't understand. Yesterday at the end of class, I stayed on with a few folks that needed some more help. I will do that again today at the end of the class if you feel you need help when I'm done recording and teaching you. Okay, let's just get started now because it's late and I want to respect your time. All right, the first reader to read for me. I'm going to pull your name to the screen. Again, this is in Google Classroom. If you do not have it, the packet is in Google Classroom. Let's start here with Esther. All right, Esther, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Esther, we're going to be on page 3, practice problem 1. So whenever you have a moment, can you please read what it says to do?
67, 100, 94, 77, 80, 62, 79, 68, 95, 86, 73, and 84.
Okay, what do we have to do?
We write
Before
them
we
from least to greatest.
Good. So Esther said the first step you do, folks, anytime you see data, you write them in order from least to greatest. So can you walk us through what the numbers would be in order? We're going to write that. Let me just show them where they're going to write that, Esther.
62.
You're going to write it at the bottom here underneath. You're going to put the numbers here, and then you're going to make this from that. Okay, go ahead, Esther. Let me bring you back to the screen.
62, 67, 68, 80,
73.
4. Wait, what? Yeah, 73, 77, 84, 84, 86.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? No. There's something missing.
So we have, go ahead.
73, 77, 79, 84,
There you go.
86, 69, 84, 86, 94,
Mm-hmm.
and 95.
And then 100, right?
Yes.
So we should have had at the bottom of Q1, Q2, Q3, there's a little white space. You want to organize the numbers from least to greatest. It should read, as Esther said, 62, 67, 68, 73. I typed it in the box, 77, 79, 84, 86, 94, 95, and 100. Now, after you order the numbers from least to greatest, Esther, what are we going to go find now?
The median
Good, we're going to find the median. And how do we find the median?
by pairing the numbers. So 60 goes with 100. 67 goes with 95. 68 goes with 94. 73 goes with 86. And 77 goes with 84. 1, 2, 3,
And the median would be what?
79.
Okay, so the median, folks, is the middle number. The reason why there's one median is because there's an odd set of data. So your
Okay.
Q2, which is your median, is 79. Now, Esther, talk to me on how we find the Q1, which is the lower quartile. Do you remember?
We go to the left of the median. We go to the left of 79 and then look for the median there. So 62
Okay.
goes with 77. 67 goes with 73, and 68 is quartile 1.
Good. So we are on page 3. Good. So 68 is quartile 1. Now, Esther, tell me how you find Q3, which is the upper quartile, which is another mean.
We
A
go to
median.
the right. We go to the right of 79, which is the median, and we look for the median there. So
Okay.
84 goes with 100, 86 goes with 95, and 94 is the third quartile. 94.
Right. So 94 is the third quartile. So I already typed in what Q2, Q1, Q3 are. Now talk to me. What is the minimum? What is the definition of that? Do you remember from yesterday?
The minimum is the least.
Okay, the least number, which is what?
Yeah, 62.
What is good? And the maximum?
is the highest, which is 100.
Good. The maximum, think maximum greatest, which is the highest, which is 100. So I did write the answer there. I'm going to display it. Actually, Esther, are you able to display what you just did?
Mhm.
Let's see if it comes out clear today. All right. So again, we're on page 3. I'm not going to say the page that we're on again. Median, the minimum is 62. The maximum is 100. The Q1 is 68. The Q2 is 79. And the Q3 was 94. Thanks, Esther. Now, I did write Q2. It's in the chat box. Okay, I'll even show it again. Show it one more time. Okay, here you go. This is what it should look like. I will take the paper down in 10 seconds because it's only 5 numbers to write. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. This is page 3. So if you did not get it, if you just came in late, then you can go back and rewatch it. It's in the very beginning. 2, 1. Okay. I'm
Okay,
gonna move on now.
For the little timeline, no,
Yeah, the number line.
the number line. Since the minimum is 62, we plot a dot at 62 above it. 60.
Above it. I
Yeah.
wanted to stress what she said. Above it, as you graph the stuff, you have to label it. So once you make that closed circle, put minimum, please. As you graph, label it. Okay. Remember, Esther, that the minimum and the maximum, folks, those are the whiskers, right? Those
Yeah.
are the dots of the plot. Go ahead, Esther. Tell us what the maximum is.
And since the maximum is 100, we put a dot above 100.
Good. So above 100, you guys put a dot and label it maximum. Let me just show them that part, okay? Then going forward, I'm not going to show it until the end, okay? Just because it's still kind of new to us. All right. So this is what she said. The maximum is 62. So this is 60, 61, 62. You put a dot and label it maximum. The minimum was 100. I go to 100. I make a dot above. A lot of you guys were doing it underneath. That's not what we do. We do them above the number line. This is 100. Maximum. You could put max for maximum, and you could put min, M-I-N, for minimum, for shorthand. Max and min. Now, those make up the whiskers, and Esther's going to tell you that the Q1, which is the lower quartile, the Q2, the median, and the Q3, the upper quartile, make up the box. So what are those 3 numbers we're plotting on the number line?
Okay, so we plot we go to 68 because it's our quartile 1,
Mm-hmm.
and we put a line above it.
Excellent. So everyone go do that now. 68, make a line. And label
Then
it
after
Q1.
that-
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Then after that, we go to 79 since it's our quartile 2, and put a line above it.
Good. And label it Q2 as she said. Page 3, Leanne.
And then after that, we go to 94 because it's our quartile 3, and we label it Q3.
Excellent. Excellent. Fabulous. All right.
Okay, and then we connect the lines, making a rectangle shape.
Mhm. Yep, that's fine. Good description. So Esther, just to recap, the Q1, Q2, Q3 guys make up the box. The minimum and the maximum make up the whiskers. All right, so Esther, so hold on, I want to show you something. You didn't do it wrong. I just want you to fix your work. Look, I want it to be like this. Look at mine and look what you just showed me. You're not wrong. It's okay. You put the line down to the number line. Try to put it above the number line. That's a common thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're not wrong, but this looks better and it looks neater because you can actually see each quartile and each part. So a box and whisker plot, to recap, has 5 parts or components. It has a minimum, it has a maximum, it has a Q1, which is your lower quartile. It has the upper quartile, the median, which is the Q2, and the upper quartile, which is the Q3. All right. So let's now turn on to page 4 now. I'm going to have a different volunteer read it and to try the problem. This one is just strictly reading from the table. Okay, but before you do that, the first thing you do when you get these is you should label the minimum, maximum, the Q1, Q2, Q3, every single time you get a box and whisker plot. That way you can get the correct answers when you're interpreting or reading or analyzing a box plot. Okay, so let's see who's going to read that one. I am going to have, let's see who's on here. This lady. Good morning, Kiana. Please turn your camera on and unmute yourself for your class participation grade. Let's see what you got going on, Kiana. Sherland. Kiana, I know you can hear me because I saw you. So there you go. Okay, unmute yourself. Okay, Kiana, can you read us page 4? Can you read us like the first question?
Find the maximum, the minimum.
Okay, so the minimum is what? First of all, did you label the box and whisker plot? That's the first step. No. So let's do that, okay? I'm going to show you. I'm going to help you through it, and then you're going to answer my questions, okay? So let's look. The minimum is the first dot, folks. The minimum is always the lowest number that has the dot, or sometimes it has a line through it. Okay? So you got to label minimum. The first line represents the quartile 1, which is the lower quartile, which is Q1. The second line represents your median, which is your Q2. And the third line represents the upper quartile, or Q3. And then opposite the minimum, you have the maximum, MAX, max. Once you identify the parts, you can answer the questions. All right, so let's bring it back to Kiana and see what she's able to come up with. All right, Kiana. Does that make better sense now, Kiana?
Yeah.
Okay, so number 1, you're going to answer these 5 questions from the chart. You're just reading the chart. Find the minimum. What is that?
20.
20. Number 1, write 20. Good. Number 2, find the maximum. What is that from the box plot? 90. Good job. See how, Kiana, it's easy when you label it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Number 3, the lower quartile, which is what quartile? Is it 1, 2, or 3?
1.
Good. So look at Q1 and write what that number is. What?
30.
Good job. Now, 4, the upper quartile, is that Q1, Q2, or Q3?
Q3.
Excellent. So what number is on Q3? Huh?
Q3.
Yeah, what number is that on?
70.
You got Good, you got this. And awesome job. And the last one, find the median, which is Q2. What is the median? The second number. Oh, yes, she is right. Huh? Hey, what is the median?
60.
60. Now, Kiana, I think I made a mistake and we both made a mistake together. Let's go back and look at the maximum. Somebody said it was more than 90. I think they're right. We made a mistake together. So that maybe might be about 92 maybe. Okay, so for number 2, guys, put 92 for the maximum because it's a little past 90. All right. I mean, if you put 90, I can kind of see why, because it kind of looks like it's there. It's a little past there. All right. Good job, Kiana. All right. So that's what you should have. The median 2. The median, oh, yes, it would be about 63, maybe 62. Yeah, for the same reason. All right. So 62. Thanks, Esther, for that. 62 or 63 if you had to estimate. So 20 is number 1. The maximum is 92. The lower quartile should be 30. The upper quartile is 70. You see Q3. And the median, which is Q2, is a little bit less than 65, but more than 60. So we can say 62 or 63 because it's not really that clear. It's an estimate. Okay, we're going to move on now. Now on page 5, it looks like this. You're going to use the chart to create a box and whisker plot and answer the questions. I think what we should do first is answer the questions, because after we answer the questions, we find the medians, and then we can, actually, no, let me rephrase that. Sorry. The first step we got to do is find the median, and then we can answer the questions and do the graph. So we're going to find the median first from the data, and then answer the questions and create it. Okay, so let's have this person. Angelina. Angelina?
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you able to turn your camera on, cutie?
Yes.
Okay, so do that, and then you're going to read practice problem 3, page 5 for us. We're almost done.
The table below shows the length of 8 bones in inches in human beings. Make a box and whisker plot. Which is the longest bone?
Okay, so before we do that, Angelina, let's go organize the data from least to greatest. So look, there's space at the bottom. This is where you're going to go find your Q1, your Q2, your Q3. So you're going to organize from least to greatest first, and then we can answer the questions. Okay, Angelina? It just makes sense to do it that way. All right, Angelina, come back. Where'd you go? Angelina, where'd you go?
I'm right here.
No, turn your camera on. I don't see you.
It is on.
No, I don't see it. I just see a letter A. Okay, I guess not. All right, organize these numbers from least to greatest for me.
23. 24.
23, 24, what's next?
26.
Good, what comes after that?
30,
Keep going. 30,
36.
there you go, 36.5.
That's a point. 36.5. 49.
49 and then 50.5, right?
Yes.
Now, can you tell me what the median will be of that data when you pair up the numbers? So 23 is paired with 50.5. Take over.
24 is paired with 49.
Good.
And then you only have 26 and 36.5.
So we have 26 is paired with 40. My two middle numbers are 27.5 and 36.5, right?
Yes.
So add up 27.5 and 26.5. Now, I see something in the chat box. I just want to stop you for 1 second. Somebody says that it's a different number. So when we think about this, okay, we got 3 numbers on the left and 3 numbers on the right. So the 2 numbers in the middle, we're going to add them up and divide by 2. Okay, when there's an even set, there will be 2 middle numbers. You're going to add them up and divide by 2 to get the median of those numbers. So the only numbers in the middle are 27.5 and 36.5. So when you add those all up, Angelina, what do you get?
64.0.
Right, and now you're going to divide that by 2. What's half of 64? Divide it in half. 64 divided by 2.
32.
32. So everyone on your paper, you're going to write Q2 equal 32. Now we're going to go find Q1 because we might need that in a question. So what would Q1 be? We're going to go to the left of 27.5, which is 26. So we got 26, 24, 23. What is Q1? What number's in the middle? "23, 24, 26. What's the Q1? What number's in the middle? Type it in the chat box if you know. Q1, give me an answer. I got 1 answer. I got 2 answers. Esther, yes. Daniela, yes. Good, Chris. Good, Melanie. That's 4 people. That's 5 for Demi. Blessing, 6. Stop barking. Allison P. That's 7. Kyasia, that's 8. 8 out of 24. Lan, Ilani, that's 10. Okay, now we're talking. Good. Okay, good, Kiana. Good, Allison M. Good, Angelina. Good, Leanne. All right. So yes, it's Q1 equal 24. Angelina, now we're going to go find Q3. So Q3, while she does it, type it in the box. So we're going to go from 40, 49, and 50.5. Q3 equals, I got 2 people. Leanne, yes. Chris Danielise, yes. Kiana, awesome. Yes, Demi, yes. Chris Danielise, yes. Daniela. Let's get a few more responses, see if we all agree. 1. Good, Melanie. Good, Esther. Good, Allison P. Good, Kyasia. Good job, Hector Juan. Okay, 49. Good, Yair. Good, Allison M. Okay, so obviously the Q3, as we identified, is 49. All right, now let's go back and have someone else now read the questions. Okay, so we're going to have, everyone has the packet. Allie M. Allison M., if you hear me, come off mute. I know you can't turn your camera on, but you can unmute yourself. Unless there's an issue that I don't know about. Allie? Because you just interacted, so I know you can hear me. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, sweetie? You're good?
Yeah.
All right. Allie, let's answer the questions. Which is the largest bone?
The largest bone is 50.5.
Right. 50.5 is your femur. Your femur is part of your leg, guys. A little science lesson.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first answer, the femur, because you have the femur and you have the tibia. Those are the 2 main parts of your leg. Okay? So number 1, the first question is femur. Allie, what is the first quartile of the given data? We just found it.
24.
Good.
24.
What is the median of the given data? We already found it. We did the hard work already. Keep going. Good. What is the length of the shortest bone?
23.
So we want to know 23. What bone is 23 inches?
23 inches is eighth rib, I think it is. Yeah, 8th rib.
The 8th rib. Okay, good job. Okay, you know you got 12 pairs of ribs, right? Or 6?
Yeah.
Okay. Something like that. And what is the third quartile, Allie?
49.
Good, Allie. Today we have town hall at 12, and we're going to meet tomorrow after our 6:03 huddle, okay? For
All right.
advisory.
At
All
12.
right. 'Cause
How do I
you and
town hall? Oh, what
yeah.
does
I'll talk to you later about it, okay? You did a really good job with the question. Let me get back on task so we can finish up, okay? We're almost done. You're doing awesome, 601, 2, 3, 4, whoever I got on here, my 8 a.m. All right, so let me just show you what Allie did. Femur was the largest. quartile 1. This one is the median, the Q2. The 8th rib, she said, was 23 inches, and the Q3 was 29. Now that we already got the Q1, the Q2, the Q3, the only two parts we're missing is the minimum and the maximum. Okay, so what I'm going to do on my paper is I'm going to write on the side. What? What's up?
I was letting Hector to know if he can.
Okay, so now what you need to do is before you create the box and whisker, you need to write these 5 parts down. So we're going to identify them again, and then we're going to be able to create the graph. So let's see. Let's call on, let me try this lady. Nikel. Good morning, Nikel. Nikel?
Morning.
Good morning. All right, I need you to tell me what the Q1 is. We already found it at the bottom. We're going to organize it on the side so we have a visual.
For 1 or 2? You said for 2?
Q1. The Q1. What is the Q1? We're going to make our own little chart so that way we can graph it properly.
The Q1 is for 2 is 7.
For Q1, and we got 24, kiddo.
24. Wait, what page are you guys on?
We're on page 5.
Oh, I was on page 6.
That's why. Oh, you went ahead.
I got 23.
We got 24 because 24, 23, 24, 26, the middle number is 24. Right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm just going to help you guys out a little bit because we already kind of went over it. Q1 was 24. We did the work before. Q2 was 32. Q3 was 49. We've already identified maximum 50.5 and the minimum is 23. So now we're going to take this information and we're going to put it on this plot. Okay? So the minimum and the maximum represent the whiskers. So if you can see what I did, I went to minimum to 23 and I graphed 23. And I labeled it min. I went to maximum of 50.5, which is a little after 50, and I called it max. Those are the whiskers. I then go graph the Q1, Q2, Q3 to make up the box. So now what I need to do is this. I'm going to go on 24. I'm going to make a line on 24. I'm going to go to 32. It's like blurry here. I'm going to go to 32 and I'm going to make a line, which is here. I'm going to go to 49, make a line, connect the box, and draw in the whiskers because it's all part of the data set. And here you go. That is my box and whisker plot. And if you notice, I made my own chart that I've been showing you what to do. All right, I'm going to change the paper in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. Okay, so what I want everyone to do now is, okay, this is what we're going to do. We only have to do 1, 2, we got 3 more pages and we're done. All right, so here's what's going to happen. We are going to do page 6 together. Actually, you're going to do page 6 right now, okay? Page 6 has 2 problems. It has practice problem 4 and 5. Okay, what is the length of the shortest bone? Well, we already went over that. So I'm going to show you one last time what that was. There you go. The length was 23 inches. Okay, so remember, anytime you get data, you got to organize it from least to greatest, find the median first, then get the lower median quartile, Q1, and get the upper quartile, Q3. That is the first step when you go to the next page. And anytime you see box and whisker plots or any kind of data, this is what you do. Least to greatest, get the median, get the upper quartile, and get the lower quartile. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to all be silent. Everyone's going to be muted. Okay, you're going to work on page 4. That looks like this. Okay. Oh, sorry, page 4. That was the wrong page. Macy, stop it. Page 4. You guys are going to do the box and whisker plots for page 4, number 1, and number 2. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to try. You should be able to get one done. We're going to see if we'll be able to get the second one done. Okay, I'm going to hold the timer up. Use your packet to help you. We're all at a level 0 now. I will put the timer up for 5 minutes and begin.
Miss Canella?
Yes.
So I let Alyssa know about this math class, and she's on right now, and she just said that you didn't send her a link. Is it okay if you might be able to send her?
Okay, I'll send her. Yep, thank you. I'll send her right now. Thank you.
Right.
I didn't know she wanted to be in. Now she's coming in. Okay, thank you. Okay, see if you can do both of these in 5 minutes. Let's see. And then I'm going to call Daniela. Daniela, you're going to do problem 1 when we're done. And I am going to have, let me see. Adrian, you're going to do problem 2. So Daniela, work on problem 1. Adrian, work on problem 2. The rest of you, do as many as you can. So 4 minutes left. So Adrian, number 2. And Daniela's working on problem 1. Lacey, you got to be good to the students. They have to do their work. Okay, if you're just hopping on, we're on page 6 now, Alyssa. Good morning. Those that need help after I'm done, I got 1 more page left. Okay, I have 2 more pages. I will be staying on a little extra. Again, tomorrow my class will be a little bit later. Instead of 8, I will send out the email what time it will be. It's going to be around between 9 and 9:15 just for tomorrow. So again, if you just hopped on, we're on page 6. We're working on problem 1 and 2, creating box and whisker plots. Daniela, problem 1, Adrian, problem 2 in the next 3 minutes. See what you're capable of doing on your own now, since I modeled a few of them. A little under 2 minutes, a little bit more than 2 minutes now. Lacey, stop. Kids have to do their work. Okay? Stop. Stop. Be a good girl. Lacey. Okay, when you're done, you can just type in the chat box, done or completed. If you're done, actually, you can go and do page 7. I saw Hector, you were done, you can move on to page 7. If you're done, you can move on. You don't have to wait for me, because then they're still going to review the answers quickly and we're going to move on. So if you finish, move on to page 7. 1 minute and 35 seconds are remaining. So again, the class tomorrow will not be at 8. It's going to be between 9 and 9:15. I will send out an email later on today to let you know the time. Just for tomorrow. 1 minute left. You're being a good girl. You're watching them do their work. They have 1 minute left to finish for mommy. This is the famous Yorkie in the YouTube videos. Stop it and be a good girl. Look at the kids. Make sure they do their work. Macy. Uh-oh. Sorry, guys. We got 30 seconds. Okay, Lacey? They have 30 more seconds. No, no barking. You can't bark. Mommy's got 10 seconds. Stop. Be a good girl. Okay, there's no more comments now, okay? Let's focus on the work. We got less than 5 seconds now. Okay, Lacey, you're going to say bye-bye because now we got to review the work. Wave bye-bye. Bye-bye, folks. Okay, say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Okay, let's come back and see what we got. So, Daniela, are you there?
Yeah.
Hi, are you able to turn your camera on?
No.
Okay, Daniela, can you tell us what the minimum, maximum Q1, Q2, and Q3 were of question 1 on page 6, please?
The minimum is 1. The maximum is 25. Q1 is 6. Q2 is 12. And Q3 is 22.
I got something different. How did you organize your numbers?
1, 6, 10, 11, 13, 20, 22, 24.
What comes after 20?
22.
And what?
What?
What comes after 22?
24.
And then what?
Oh, 25.
Right, so now that's gonna throw off the Q1, Q2, Q3. So I know you can go back and fix it because at first I did that too. I didn't see that number. So now, what is the median? What would be the Q2 now? Because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 9 numbers, so you should have one median. What would that be? Okay.
13.
Yes, so Q2 is 13. Q1 would be what? Good, Kaija. Q1 would be what now? 8, and Q3 would be what?
23.
23. Because 22 plus 24, Kaija, is 46. 46 divided by 2, Kaija, would be 23. Okay? So now, this is actually, where's Kaija? Okay, she's there. So this is what the box and whiskers should look like, okay? Hold on. I didn't label minimum on here. Sorry. Okay, so this is what it should look like for number 1. The minimum is 1. I put a circle, called it minimum. The maximum was 25. I graphed those with closed circles because they represent the whiskers, which is part of the data. The Q1 was 8. I put a line on 8. The Q2 was 13. I put a line down the middle. And the Q3 was 23. Therefore, this is my box and whisker plot labeled properly. Okay? So be very careful. A strategy I'm going to suggest to do, Daniela, and for the rest of you guys, is as you write the numbers, cross them off or circle them. Make sense? That way you remember you get all the numbers, okay? Because I made those mistakes when I was your age, and I kind of did too in a few questions here. All right, question 2, we're going to have Adrian come off and try, because that was what I assigned. Adrian, are you there? Adrian Garcia. Are you able to unmute yourself? Adrian? Adrian? Yes, no, maybe so? Oh, she said her mic is broken. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, that's a bummer. I'm not able to. Oh, that stinks. I wanted to hear from you because I missed you. Let's try this lovely lady. Alyssa, can you hear me, Alyssa?
Yes.
Hi, are you able to turn your camera on? Are you able to turn your camera on?
I'm trying to.
All right. Hi. Oh, your hair got really long. All right. So talk to me. Were you able to find the minimum of number 2, which is the lowest number?
No.
All right, let's go through it now. Can you tell me, out of these numbers, 3, we're rewriting them in order, right? 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 18, 21, and 25. What is the smallest number for the minimum?
3.
3. So next to minimum, write 3. Good job. What is the maximum, which is the greatest number of those numbers?
25.
Excellent. Do you understand that part? Now, do you understand how to get the quartiles, the Q1, Q2, Q3? No, so at the end of class, you're going to stay with me and I'm going to give you a little bit more support, okay? I'm calling someone else to help for that part. But you got that part down. That's the starting point. All right, let's see who can help us out. Let's try this, lovely sir. Let's get a man up here now. Yair. Yair, can you hear me? Yair, if you can hear me, unmute yourself. Yair? Yair, are you there? My mic doesn't work. Oh, man. Jazzy Q, can you help us out, Jazzy? Jazzy?
I don't have the packet.
It's in Google Classroom. You had it yesterday, though. It's in the same packet as
Yeah, but
yesterday.
I don't have it on me right now.
Oh, okay. Esther, can you help us out?
Okay.
We need the Q1, Q2, Q3.
For question 2.
Yep, page 6, question 2.
Okay. The Q1 is 5. The Q2 is 8.5. The Q3 is 18. Yeah, and that's all.
So wait a minute, Esther. Hold on. How did you organize these numbers?
Okay, organize the numbers. We as in
Least to greatest.
from 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 11, 18, 21.
There's no 11, there's a 10.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
So now that's going to change your numbers. So you can correct it real quick because it happens. I make mistakes too. So 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 18, 21, 25. So now with those numbers, can you tell us the median? The median is the middle number. We find the partners. We pair them up to get the middle number.
Mm-hmm.
So the middle number would be what?
Wait. Yeah, I think I did everything wrong because I didn't put 25. Yeah.
All right. Hold on, Esther. It's 9, right? Look. 3 gets paired with 25. 5 gets paired with 21. 7 gets paired with 18. 8 gets paired with 10. We're left with 9 at the Q2. Then to get the Q1, guys, you go to the left of the median. 2 goes with 8. And we have 5 and 7. Add them up. 5 plus 7 is 12. Divide by 2, you get 6. Okay? Now the Q3, 10, 25. What is that? 18 and 21 is 39. Half of 39 or divide by 2 is 19.5. So 19.5 is the Q3. Now when you do it, this is the minimum, okay, which is 3, maximum 25 that Alyssa told us. And then the Q1, you should get 2, 9, 19.5, make a box, and you're done. Okay, we're going to go now to page 7. And then we're going to go to page 8, but we're going to speed this up a little bit. All right? All right, so we're going to now go to page 7 now. So people that have been quiet, I'm going to try to call you off. I'm going to call this person off. Kayeja. Hi, Kayeja. How you doing today? Good? All right, Kayeja. So talk to me. We're on page 7. Can you tell us about Mr. Blau's data? It says organize the data from least to greatest. How did you do that? Are you able to turn your camera on? Okay. Can you tell us how to put the numbers in order?
Oh, wait.
5, 10, 17,
Mm-hmm.
25,
Good.
28,
Uh-huh.
28,
Yep.
30,
Yep.
35,
Mm-hmm.
40,
Keep going. There's 2 more.
49,
Perfect. Last one.
and 63.
Okay, number 2. What is the minimum? What number is the least, Kayeja?
5,
Good. Number 3. What's the maximum?
63,
Good. Now, the numbers are in order. The middle number, the median, I'm going to help you guys out, is 28. Okay, Kaisha, 28 is the median. Now, to the left of that, you're going to find the Q1, folks. Okay? So, 28. Q1 is to the left. So, 20, what number is this? 28 is paired with 5. 25 is paired with 10. 7 is the middle. Remember, the median for the Q1 is to the left of the median. That's the lower quartile. Think lower, smaller. Okay, the Q3 is to the right, which is the greater. So 30 and 63, 35 and 49, and 40 is your Q3. So 17, 40, and what is that, 28. Then you graph the minimum, which is 5, and the maximum, which is 63. Your Q1 is 17. Your upper quartile was 40, which is your Q3, and your median was 28. This is what it should look like. I'm keeping it for 10, then I'm going to change the slide. 9, 8, 7, and again, be on the lookout for my email for this class. I will email you all, and I need you to tell me you will be there at the end. I will send it at the end of today when I have a free chance. Today's a busy day for me. Okay, you'll have the email by 5 p.m. Okay? All right, let's move on now to the last page, page 8. Page 8, you're just interpreting the data. It's very simple. So let's see if this lovely lady can help me out. Christianulise, are you there? Guess not.
Yeah, I am. Oh,
Oh, okay.
sorry about that.
Okay. Are you able to find page 8 in the packet?
Let me check with classroom.
So I'll wait for you to get there, and because Allie had a question. Yes, Allie, it should look like this, Allison. Allie,
It's right here.
okay, hold on one sec, Allie.
I got it.
All right, give me a sec, because Allie wanted to know if we had to do a box and whisker plot, and I want to answer a question before we move on. So everyone's going to try page 8, and Chris is going to walk us through it. Okay, you ready? Okay, let's do Chris Danielise. Okay, Chris. All right. Are you able to turn your camera on or no?
See.
Okay, if you can't, we'll just say like this. Okay, Chris Danielise. Awesome, there she is. I get to see a face. All right, the first period, we're going to use, there's 2 box and whisker plots. You got to read it carefully. The first period, what is the minimum?
All right, let me just get it again. Okay.
So the first period, we need to know the minimum.
Okay, so the minimum for the first period is 60.
Awesome. What is the maximum for the first period?
Maximum is a little.
It's a little bit more than 95, but less than 100, right? So we'll say about 97, okay?
All right.
All right, put 97.
All right. Let me.
Now, what is the lower quartile, the Q1 of first period? We're dealing with the second, the one on top, the top box plot. So that
The lower quartile or the upper one?
the lower.
Okay, so the lower is 75.
Good. And the upper quartile, Q3?
Is 90.
Good. And the median, Q2, is what?
80.
Excellent. All right, do period 2 now, the lower box plot. Give us the minimum.
So the minimum is 70.
Good. The maximum?
95.
Excellent. The lower quartile, the Q1?
80.
Good. The upper quartile?
85.
The upper quartile?
Oh, I mean, well, it's a little past 90, so maybe 92.
Perfect. That's what I wrote.
Around there.
And then the Q2, the median.
85.
Excellent. So folks, this is what Chris Danielise said. There's no reason why you cannot get 100 on the exit ticket because I'm going over it. Some of you in here are getting hundreds, and I'm not sure why when I'm reviewing the exact questions that is in the exit ticket on Google Classroom. I know. I'm not saying it's you, but I'm saying some people are getting 5s, 20s, 30s. I don't get it. I'm confused. Anyways, this is what it is. This is the exit ticket. This is what you should have. As you can see, I labeled my box plot, and that's what you should have.